Hi guys, this is Tiani from the Homeschool Lounge and socialsavvymom.com, and I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek at the Simple Planner for homeschooling families. This is a new to me planner. I have never used this planner before. As you can see, it's a very meaty planner. It's thick, it's big, but there's a lot packed into this binder as well. As long as you don't take your homeschool planner with you places, it should be fine. It's definitely not going to be a problem for me because I keep my homeschool planner at home. So let's jump on in. The very first thing you see is that they have a folder in the very front pocket. I like this because we usually have reference charts that we use on a daily basis, so I'll be able to just keep those reference charts in that front folder, and it's very sturdy, made very well, made for some good wear and tear, which it's going to get since I'm going to be using it for the 12 months, which I'll go ahead and let you know. This is a 12-month planner, which is really neat because I've noticed that my previous planners have not been 12-month planners. And so for year-round homeschoolers, that can pose a problem. The very front page, I'll zoom in on that so you guys can see, basically shares the contents of the planner. And what's included is the calendars, student plans, monthly planning pages, weekly assignment planning, student records, and extras. And then right down here, they have a list of things that are not included. And then at the very bottom, it says, remember, keep it simple. Great reminder. As homeschool families, we more times than not live chaotic enough lives to where, yes, we definitely need the reminder to keep things simple on a daily basis. So that's the welcome page, and then it goes into general information, which as you can see would just be your name, address, and phone number. I'm gonna skip on over to this tab. This is one of my favorite parts of this planner. They have sample pages for all of the sections that are inside of this planner, so they give different examples of how you can use each and utilize each section of the planner. And the reason I like that, because I find that with all the planners that I purchase, I usually do end up Googling and searching just to see how different moms are using planners and how it might best work for me. And I always get great ideas from other moms, and this is really neat that they've just already outlined a few different ways to utilize the planner. And so there's, let's see, sample pages for the weekly schedule, the yearly overview, the month at a glance, which at month at a glance, it gives you things to accomplish, special activities, and July's supplies needed, and a reading list. And like I said, this is all just examples of different ways that you can use the planner. And then this is an example, and I'll bring this up to you, of the weekly scheduling. Here, it might be better that I just zoom in on that for you. There we go. So with this planner, you can see that you can write your own subjects, which is really nice and handy. A lot of the other planners already have subjects written in them. So this gives us the opportunity to write in the subjects that we will be using and allows us to customize the planner a little bit better. It does not have a place for the names of your students, but as you can see here, they didn't use names, and here they used initials, which is what I will probably do. I'll probably just initial, or of course they're your children, so you know them. It's not like having a class with 30 kids where you would need names, but I will probably just go from Micah on down to the youngest, so oldest to the youngest. And then on this side, which is probably the reason why there's not room on the other side for names, is they have this really nice large grid for notes. And so this is just the weekly example. And we'll fly on over to the planning section. They give you 2013, 2014 year at a glance, and then starts the yearly overview planning for each student. This gives you a grid for each week of the year, 4 quarters for 6 subjects for 6 students. So if you are a record keeper, this is going to be a dream come true because there's plenty of room in here to plan and keep records for all 6 students. Let me see, I'm gonna hop on over here. I have a tab over here. All right, yeah, so I'm showing you that. And then we'll jump over to the month. And here is what the front of each month will look like. Each month will have its own scripture for the month, which I liked. Gives you something to turn back to each month. We're in the trenches, and we can always use a good reminder of why it is that we do what we do, and a little bit of encouragement never hurts. So that's nice. I like the monthly scripture at the beginning of each month. And so this is just like the sample pages that I showed you. There's things to accomplish, special activities, supplies needed for the month of July, and a reading list. Lots and lots of space for notes, writing, lists. This is the month at a glance view. It's very large, again, super large grids. On this side you have notes and prayer requests, and then month at a glance for June and August. And then this also has scripture right up here at the top. And then that is what your weekly planning will look like. So you have room here for 6 subjects. And I like the little circles because you can check off each time a subject's been completed. That's helpful. I like to check things off. And then again, you can just either initial or just do youngest to the oldest, oldest to the youngest. Just put them in any order that you can remember. And then again, there's the notes over here on this side. So plenty of room. Again, I love that we can fill in our own subjects. Previously, I have heard a few moms complain that they do not like the subjects filled in for them because we all, of course, teach different things and to different students. So that's helpful to not have that filled in. And this is July. It goes all the way to June. So again, 12-month planner. And then in the very back, we have attendance and curriculum records. More scripture to ponder upon. Here we have attendance records. I will not necessarily need this, but it doesn't take up a whole lot of space in the planner, which I'm glad. But if you're record keeping and if your state does require you to send in records of attendance, this is going to be helpful. So there's record keeping here, attendance for 6 students again. And then we have a curriculum tracker right here in the back. And then these are extras. At the very back of your planner, there's a grading chart, a reading list by grade level, contact information, which I always find helpful to have in my planner because I like to keep my homeschool contacts separately. So whether that be homeschool group, field trips, co-ops, it's just nice to have this as the go-to place for all my homeschool contacts. And then there's some pages for notes in the back. And at the very end, you have another folder, very sturdy. And I just stuck another reference chart in there so you could see the folder. And that, in a nutshell, is Mardell's planning for the homeschool family. Very nice planner, very well made. I think especially for a large family, this is going to be very beneficial because again, you have room for at least 6 students. And this planner can be purchased at mardell.com. They have other homeschooling supplies and lots of fun back to school supplies. If you're watching this on YouTube, look in the comments for a link to the post that is going to be associated with this binder. I'm going to be giving one of these binders away on socialsavvymom.com. And we're giving away a $100 gift certificate to Mardell.com on the Homeschool Lounge. So be sure to check both of those sites out, as well as more pictures and further description of the planner. And if you have any questions, just leave them for me in the comments below. Thanks for watching.